Hello again, Struck Quap. Welcome back to another stream of mine for Torchlight 3. And today I will be continuing with the farming from yesterday, pushing Faziers and doing other things on the Bane train, on the Drain train, the Blood Drinker Railmaster build. So I didn't open the bags from last night. So last night I probably had around 120 contract levels. So maybe we can start by opening those up to warm up with something to let people get ready for the farm and to get myself ready for the farm. Last night I just walked out exactly where I stopped my stream, so I didn't have time to open those bundles. And I can just open some of them and do some gambling, maybe finally get that sword I need for the build. I really want a good one-handed sword with either only flat damages or flat damage and chance to bleed. That would be also a good choice. So yeah, just few more things I'm gonna open and then gamble 20k, maybe open a little bit more and then start the actual farming, because I don't know when those gear bundles are going away, so I'd rather open them before they remove those gear bundle drops, the legendary gear bundles.
You ready to spend? I'm ready to bet.
This one's not great. Okay, we're almost at 20k coins. And now we are kind of like around 20k coins. Let's go gamble now. Still trying to get that one-handed sword. Let's see if the RNG will be on our side today. So far no luck. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say, I uploaded 3 videos for Godfall today. One about the Valor plates and the 5 layers of gear, as the developers are calling it. Another one about the passives and skill constellations, which is the augment constellations, which is basically on the Valor plates some sort of socket system with certain amount of energy that you have to fill up. And the passive skill grid, which allows you to start from one of 4 corners and then unlock as you go different skills. And then the third video was about upgrading and enchanting, which is basically upgrading the DPS on a weapon or enchanting a weapon from one rarity to another, which is pretty decent. So they've got so much customization in Godfall. For people like me, it's heaven. It really is a heaven to play Godfall, from what I'm seeing, from what they've announced, and from what and they've said in interviews. I'm gonna wait and get my hands on the game and then confirm whether everything they're saying is true. But some things are facts. Some things are facts. Some of the screenshots we've seen, some of the info they've said are pretty nice. I can't wait to see exactly what the endgame is. Speaking of endgame, I will be making very soon a video about Godfall's endgame. I just didn't have enough time to make 4 videos in one day. 3 videos should be should be enough. Tomorrow I'm gonna make a video about this build. This drain train is getting a build video tomorrow. So maybe the day after tomorrow I can make 1 or 2 more videos about Godfall. We'll see how that goes. Okay, a few more rewards to collect and then we should be good to go and do some farming.
Let's keep this our little secret.
Not getting lucky on the drops. But yeah, I didn't know all the things I made videos about today. I found all that info last night when researching, reading interviews and checking other stuff. Oh, the holy icon finally. Finally I've got the holy icon. Alright, that was worth it. That was definitely worth it.
I procured fresh stock.
Another one joins my legendarium. I'm actually even gonna keep it because it's level 60. It has chance to swow. Yeah, it doesn't have extra defense, but it seems like an okay one. Although the defense 5.7 thousand defense at level 60. There's something terribly broken with some shields. I don't know why some shields have such low defense versus other shields. What makes them so special to have such low defense compared to others? For example, I've seen bomb blockers with 7-8,000, but I don't think I've seen other legendary shields with as high defense. Token of invigoration, okay.
Let's keep this our little secret.
Kind of shitty stats on it. But wait, what's my token of invigoration? Okay, I can bring it back. And just replace my wall level 1. Okay, a few more things is what I'm gonna collect, and then we are good to start farming. I'm not gonna collect every single gear bundle today. I just want to spend some time farming. It's already 8:22 p.m. so I've got like 2 hours of streaming. So I wanna do as much farming as I can maybe. But I also wanted to, just in case they decide to patch today, to collect those legendary gear bundles before they disappear. But I'm not gonna collect every single one. If this one had a socket. What's here? This.
Till next time.
Okay, one more collection cycle, and then we go. Then we go and farm. Obviously, I'm not getting the Ember Heart items, the Ancient Ember items.
I procured fresh stock. I'll be waiting.
Let's see. Cosmic Pants, Lightning Bower.
Let's keep this our little secret.
Ghost Train, obviously, no socket, HP. I'm still gonna keep it, but yeah. It's not worth keeping it, most likely.
Is that all?
Okay, final 2 bundles, and then we're off to farm. We're all warmed up.
Stock.
Warming up with opening gear bundles. Pretty interesting way of warming up. Alright, now I'm gonna go and put all that gear.
Chance. Spend
I'm
some
gonna put all that gear in my storage. I might even test the holy icon. I might replace, for example, my pants and test the holy icon, the pants in the legendarium, I mean.
till next time.
That spell can't be cast.
Oh, and someone followed me while I was offline. GA7 Orna 7 Ion. Maybe Gavorna Lion? Thank you for the follow, Gavorna Lion. And Zucker Papa says, is there a site where I can check how high the item stats can roll in Torchlight 3? Unfortunately, there isn't one. Someone else asked me this question before, and I don't know of such a site. If there is one, it's something new. There used to be an enchanting calculator where you could see how high the enchanting stats can roll. Not the ones on the item, just the ones from the enchanting. But this site, I think that it got removed, and then I have no idea what happened after that, whether they moved it somewhere else and it still exists. I really have no idea about that specific one. Okay, so let's remove this and replace it with this, and this I don't need. So I can go and farm. So should I test the holy icon? Let's test the holy icon instead of the arc powered pants. The arc powered pants is the obvious choice for me for this build, but I just want to test the holy icon, see how much it has improved since the first time I played with that item. Long time ago. No. Plague Bearer Infamous. I could consider the Plague Bearer Infamous. I'm just gonna check quickly for Infamous Unique. Or Unique Infamous, maybe it's the better way to say it. Okay. Dividing Infamous is not bad, maybe that's the one I'm gonna do. Because there doesn't seem to be anything better right now. So let's do Dividing Infamous. Wicker Papa says it's frustrating to not know if the item is very good road or not, for me at least. Yeah, you can try and tell me the item level. If it's level 60 items, I can tell you what good stats could be from the rows on the item. If it's not level 60, I'm not gonna be able to tell you, but at least you can use me as someone who has spent a lot of time and kind of knows what is a good stat row and what is not. What item are you talking about? Is it an armor, a weapon? It's level 60, okay. If you tell me the stat, the rarity, then I would be able to tell you whether it's okay. I mean the stat, the rarity and the number. The ones with percentage are pretty easy to keep track of. The ones that are flat are a little bit harder to tell which one is the high row. Well, there's definitely not gonna be broken quests with the teeth. Okay, this map doesn't seem to have many elites, so I can probably push it. Yeah, this map seems broken. It doesn't have enough elites spawning. I mean, just one elite group so far. Okay, two. That's not so bad, but still, it could be so much better. Okay, those spawned now. Cosmic gauntlets. Right, moving on this way. Or maybe should I go this way? Ah, stuck. Okay, over here. Yeah, that could probably get something to spawn. A greeny green. Nice. I can't even see where the green enemy is.
Your character's hurt.
Let's try and get them all to spawn. Only spawning there, so
Cast that spell. You can't cast that spell.
come on, come on, come on. Oh, okay. That was a nice melee there. So many of them. But that's dividing for you. That's dividing. Basically, so many enemies with it. That's why when you're farming items for drops and not for, when you're farming maps for drops and not for fame, obviously dividing is a great choice. Right now I'm trying to focus on farming the fame, so stopping for elites only and uniques and legendary enemies. Shit, there already. So here we go, this thing, this thing, this thing. And there we go. Come on, flamethrower car, get them wrecked. Any more? Oh, there we go, a legendary enemy. I'm not sure if those alpacas are any good to me. I just wanted to test them. Yeah, they're proccing every now and then, and sometimes I would get all of them spawned up. And they do seem fun. But I can't pay attention to in the middle of the fight to see if they're doing much damage. And the legs that give me drain returning energy might be a much better choice for me than those alpacas that I got from the holy icon. Too much flames. Yeah, the alpaca seems to do very shitty damage. It's doing so little damage. It's doing like 3k. 3k damage. That's not worth keeping them. If it's only 3 of them, it's just not worth it. Let's go back to my old setup. It's much better and much more useful. Benjamin Magniers is back. Benjamin says, hello Struck. It seems I don't get any more or really few legendary. I'm level 60, I'm around maps level 55. Only once since 3 hours farming and Well, this is super weird. Are you getting legendary bundles at least? And what difficulty are you farming on? Are you on ridiculous? Because on ridiculous, it's dropping a ton of legendary. You've seen me yesterday and the day before and today farming, and it's really dropping a lot. And I'm assuming you're on PC. And if you're on PC, maybe check the files integrity, the integrity of the files, and maybe play on ridiculous, because the place where it drops legendary items is on ridiculous. They increased ridiculous, hard, and painful, but the major change was done to ridiculous. So maybe try switching to ridiculous if you haven't tried yet. If you are playing on ridiculous, then there's not much I can say. I don't know what to say. Why people aren't getting drops, and I'm like getting. They're throwing drops at me almost every map. If you want, we can group up and we can farm together and see if your work increases when you're playing together. That's another thing I could offer. But apart from that, there's not much I can think of that could help. And yeah, you're getting some bundles since you've changed contract. Okay. And Zucker Papa says, let's say, for example, it's a weapon. What damage number would be a good weapon? Well, first of all, is it a wife-bound weapon or is it not a wife-bound weapon? Is it a one-handed weapon? Is it a not one-handed weapon? A good damage number on a non-wife-bound weapon at level 60, one-handed. For example, check this, 4500 electric damage. This is not good. 4600, not really good, but better. 4200, very bad. 4200 damage is terrible. So you want something over 4600. If you can get it as close as possible to 4700, it's good. At the bottom, this 857 is shit. 900 is good. 977, amazing. So you see, you can get close to 1000 on a flat damage in the middle row, and at the top row you can get even over 5000 if you're lucky. Let's try and show you something with that high damage. I guess I can show you something with that high damage. If that's what you're asking about the damage on the weapon. And I'm talking about one-handed non-wife bound. Those were numbers for one-handed non-wife bound. In general, when the weapon is wife bound, you want something like this: 8.4, 8.5, 8.6. If you're lucky, you can get as close to 9000 when you wife bound weapon with socketed flat damage and you have 2 times flat damage. When it's wife bound, you can get it between 8.6, 8.7, even up to 7000 damage if you're lucky, without it being wife bound. For example, let's take this one item. This is 5.5, but okay, that's not the best one because it doesn't have a second damage. Let's take this one. This is 6.2000. This is not gonna get that strong. Because first it's 4.5000 ice, it could have been 4.6, even 4.7. Even if you're lucky, it could have been 5000 at the top. Then it gives you bonus to basic attacks instead of bonus flat, which could have given it a total of up to 7000. You can get it to 7 point something thousand without the wife bound, if you're lucky. And it's not a problem. It's definitely not a problem to have different elements. The only time when this is a problem, when you're stacking different elements, is when you're using items like this one. Bonus to electric damage. So if you're using bonus to electric damage, obviously you would want your damage at the top where my physical is to be electric. You would want in the socket to have electric, and ideally you would have electric in the middle. And then you would want electric on your chest and legs maybe. Otherwise it doesn't matter. If you want to enchant weapons, the best thing to enchant for damage is hot and cold. Hot or cold. Hot or cold only has 6 possible affixes. Out of those 6 possible affixes, 2 of them are flat damage. So that's the best one if you want flat damage regardless of the element. Hot or cold is your best friend. So hopefully that's useful information. And you're welcome. If there's any other questions, feel free to ask anyone. And XGeku says, hi, I'm also in Ridiculous and I've seen 1 drop legendary in 3 days, except legendary from bundles with fame points. Okay, who wants drops? Come let's do some maps together. Let's do some maps together and see if maybe this is something on your end. Did you try verifying the integrity of the files? And are you on Steam PC? Ridiculous Steam and PC. Because I can only speak about myself, about Ridiculous, Steam and PC, and I'm getting a ton of drops myself. And if you want, let's group up. Wrong command. We can group up and we can try and farm some items for you to see. Maybe your work is stuck. I'm not sure what could be happening. I mean, it's weird if I'm getting so much work and some other people are getting so much work. For someone else to not be getting the work, it seems very, very unusual. So add me on Steam, invite me, and I can just get you to join my maps. Because it's strange why the drop rates are not working for some people when they're supposed to. On Ridiculous, on Steam, PC, they have been increased. I mean, on Switch, the update didn't even land. On PlayStation and Xbox, they might have messed up something, and maybe the drop rates didn't make their way to consoles. But for Steam, PC, on Ridiculous, I'm seeing so much drops that I've never seen so much drops in this game since Alpha. And in Alpha, I had to play for 20 maps sometimes to get an item to drop. And those maps were like 30-20 minute maps, sometimes 15 if I'm lucky. And few days ago, right before the patch, I was crying internally because I spent 4.5 hours with just a single drop, but now I'm getting 2-3 drops per map. I mean, yesterday I got 2 drops from the same enemy, 2 legendary drops from the same enemy. So I'm not sure what could be breaking the game for others in such a way that they're not getting drops. And believe me, I'm very sensitive to wood and all that. I'm an item whore, I care about items. So I feel bad for you when you're not getting drops. When you're not getting drops, I can feel for you folks. Let's see. And Benjamin says, I've got 2 out of 3 recipes only. I don't have those. I would like shock electric damage. Did I miss something? What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand this question. You've got 2 out of 3 recipes. Shock electric damage. What weapon? I'm not sure exactly what recipe, what weapon this is about. Maybe you just don't have the recipe. If you're missing a certain element, then you just need to keep farming until the recipe drops. Or maybe you need to do contracts. If you haven't done every single contract, you see contracts give you recipes as well. You can see this one gives you flame or freeze, and it also gives you enhanced two-handed. So there's three recipes, I think, per contract. If you switch the contracts, you're gonna see that there's more recipes in each one. So certain things I strongly recommend doing every single contract until level 40 before starting to farm one, whichever one you want to farm. So get every contract to level 40 and then start farming whichever one you want. You leveled all 3 contracts once to 49 and then went to adventure. You don't even need to go to 49. You can just go to 40 and then immediately switch to another one. Those extra 9 levels are definitely not needed unless you want to farm them. They're like the optional endless whoop. But yeah, if anyone was excited about Godfall, I'm gonna say it multiple times today. I uploaded 3 videos on my YouTube channel about Godfall, about wood, about skills and passives, and about other things such as the Devour plates, the layers of itemization. Oh, this was nice. I'm getting some whack. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting some whack. And it's some weird delay. 110 milliseconds ping. This is definitely not normal. I normally have around 50 milliseconds ping. Maybe the servers are waggy at the moment. Maybe I'm waggy at the moment. Although I normally switch off everything other than... I'm gonna check. I'm gonna quickly out and tap after I kill those enemies to see. I wanna see if my stream's running well. The stream is not dropping frames, so that's not a network issue. If it was a network issue, my stream would be dropping frames, but it's dropped 0 frames, 0.0% dropped frames. So if I'm having whacks, it's most likely the servers. Or the connection between me and the servers, but I have no problem connecting to the Restream server where I'm streaming. I'm just quickly checking again on another device to see, but yeah, the net seems fine. So not sure why I'm having this. I had a delay where I would see where I would do this, and it would take like a second or so. It's gone now, it's fine. It was probably temporary. Well, it's not... Unique and Gearwalkie is good, yeah. Uniques and Gearwalkie. And if you can get Uniques, Gearwalkie and Dividing in the same map, it's even better. Although that's gonna be hard to get unless you've pushed up to like level 150. But right now, for example, I'm not farming for wood. I don't care if I get wood from drops, because the wood I need doesn't drop right now. The wood I need is only from gear bundles. I need the new set items, and the new set items right now are broken. And instead of dropping from the Fazir as they are supposed to, they only drop from bundles. So right now I'm farming infamous or uniques for fame. So I'm focusing on farming maps that give me more fame, rather than maps that give me more drops. So I'm going for uniques, infamous, or the combination of both of those. But if they're bugged and they're not getting drops, I don't think doing uniques or Gearwalkie would help them. Dividing is also very good. Dividing Gearwalkie is also a very decent map to do. Oh, fucking train. The train keeps attacking... it keeps attacking the wrong target. I wish I could tell my train focus this target and this target only. So all the damage would be in one place. On one enemy, one place. But yeah, if someone has problems with... Oh, by the way, and make sure you're not playing on single player. Maybe the patch is broken for people playing offline. So if you're not playing online, maybe the patch that fixes the drop rates is not gonna work for you. Because maybe the drop rates are on the server side and something got broken and it didn't patch it on the client side. I don't know exactly what's happening. There's something worth investigating, because so far I've heard from three people about the drop rates not working. But I don't know if each of those people is playing on the same platform, if each of them is playing online or offline. There's gotta be something common to people who are experiencing the bug. If they're not on Steam, PC and playing online, then maybe something is wrong with either of those things being different from what I am doing right now. Because right now, yeah, I'm playing online on Steam, on PC, and the drop rates are pretty decent. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who's noticed a substantial difference and substantial increase. Keep in mind, gearwork doesn't go over 50%. Over 60%. I mean, over 60%. So on Ridiculous you get 20% gearwork. On a map with gearwork you can get another 50, and that's a total of 70. From your tree of work you get another up to 5%, so that's 75. And if you play in a team you get another 15, and that brings you to 90%. That means you only need 10 more percent, and those you can get by just putting an item to your teammates' tree of work in a group, and that's capping you. That's gonna cap you at 100% gear work. Uniques, Godsbeard Dwarf. Alright, let's do this one. Let's do Godsbeard Dwarf unique. Marvin says, Bean said hotfix will be coming out later today, but they haven't said anything about the new gear dropping in Fazir. Hopefully they fix that with the removal of the back, or else there is nothing to do. Oh yeah, hopefully they would fix this. I mean, if they're fixing the new gear not dropping from Fazir, I mean, if they're fixing the gear bundles not being available. Not being available outside of the... I mean, if they remove those legendary gear bundles, that's what I want to say. If they remove the legendary gear bundles from contracts, and I'm gonna use them now before they remove them. Thank you for telling me. Let me collect my contract rewards before it's too late. But yeah, if they're fixing this, there's obviously gonna be some changes of how those drop. Because if there aren't any changes, many people would be unhappy. Because I'm just still trying to get those new items. I'm gonna collect all my fame rewards now before they remove them. Okay, basically junk. How many more? 29. Let's collect them. I want to collect them before they remove them, because if I know a patch is coming later today, it's already 11 a.m. Pacific, I think. I'm not sure when Pacific time is changing their clocks, but it should be this week. Rapid bartering. Where's my rapid bartering? Oh, it's already equipped. A bit more gear bundles. Okay. Collecting everything I can. Although even if there is a patch, I would have to log out and patch before before it changes my my gear bundles to not drop. But I'd rather collect them now, just in case. You never know. And a snack stick away keeps the good RNG at bay. Still can't get that that sword I want. Why is it so difficult to get a good sword? A good one-handed sword with a socket with 2 times flat damage. Or flat damage and chance to bleed. Either of those would be good for me. I mean, eventually I'm gonna make my build video with this sword. It's not a terrible sword. In fact, when I'm fighting goblins, it's better. Alright, I collected all my contracts, so now even if they patch at this moment, I won't feel bad, because I'm not gonna lose any uncollected legendary gear bundles, potentially. West Sour XB says loading times of this game are insanely long. Oh yeah, this is a server side problem. This is a problem in regards to their netcode, how it works. It's not based on the server, more like how the netcode works. The way the game stores data, it stores data up to 3 or 2.5, I think, zones. So if I'm in this zone, and previously I was in my fort, and before my fort I was in the town, it's remembering all those zones for me. And there's an article you might want to read regarding this, and I think that's probably never gonna improve. Maybe it's something to do with the engine and how it operates. Maybe it's something to do with their netcode. I'm gonna try and find you an article if you want to read in detail about certain things like that. Let me just scroll down to June. Just a moment. I'm scrolling down from all the news all the way to when the game launched and had problems with the server, and they wrote a very nice write-up about how the game's servers are communicating between each other and so on. Okay, zone con... wait. Okay, so basically the article you might wanna launch is you might wanna read is this one. Here's the link. Hopefully they do something about it, but yeah, you can read this one, and this has a lot of you can go read about the zombie zones, and then read about background, where it says background and more background. What's called zone controller, how it works, how it's logging certain things, and so on. This would give you some idea regarding how how this works, how their netcode works. If they try to improve it and change it, sure. But for now, I don't think the loading times will ever improve. Unless you play on single player, you're not gonna have problems, you're not gonna see improvements. I mean, single player is super quick. In single player, you can probably vote in 1 or 2 seconds if the game is installed on an SSD. Which definitely means the problem is to do on the server side of things, on the netcode side of things. So that's one of the downsides to playing online, and this slow loading time. Yeah, I'm also playing with an SSD and the loading is still insane. Sometimes it seems as if it's stuck and then it gets unstuck, but yeah. Sometimes I would actually see a super quick loading time even online, like a few seconds. But then, before I know it, it would go back to super slow on the next loading. See, now I'm lagging. I'm okay. I'm gonna have to tell my pet to go to the city again. Alright, let's try and finish this quest. And yeah, there we go, another doom pipe. Basic attack, relic energy cost. This would be so good for my build if only the basic attack stuff worked. If only. One can only hope for a hotfix or a bug fix for those basic attacks affixes. And my train got stuck or destroyed, so I had to resummon it yet again. What's happening with the train? It doesn't wanna... Okay, now it finally started shooting. Oh, train, when are you gonna stop being buggy? Wait, is it just me or am I doing much more damage today and I didn't change my items? For some unknown reason today I'm doing much more damage than yesterday. And I didn't change a single thing. I've been noticing that I'm killing enemies much faster. Okay, let's see over there. Let's see over here. Oh, pet. The pet is full again. Wow, this map is filling my pet so quickly. And I'm not even collecting all the green stuff. Is there a final green enemy here? No.
Your pet has arrived.
Well, you can try single player, but single player is not gonna have the same heroes. If you try single player, it's gonna have different character and account progression. They're separate. Your fort would be separate. Your hero saves would be separate. Everything is separated between the single and multiplayer modes. And your data is not stored on a server when you're playing in the single player mode. So if something happens like a save corruption, they can't recover the save. But the plus side is definitely the fast loading. You can just try it on a new hero just to see, go single player, make a new hero and just check how quickly it loads in the first few minutes of the game. The first few quests you should be able to see the difference even then.
You can't catch that here.
So how many legendaries did I get this map? 3, 4? 3 or 4. I got the Doom Pipe, the Stoneblade and Berserk Crusher, and I'm not sure if I got another one. So this is what people should expect to get, and if someone is not getting a legendary for a few hours, then there's obviously something wrong. Something broken. Maybe the patch didn't completely patch. If you're on Steam, there is a button that you can use, not a button but an option. You can right click on Torchlight 3, you can click on properties, you can go to where is it called, local files, and then click verify integrity of game files. This is the only thing, code verify integrity of game files, the only thing that can help you check if the game is properly installed, properly patched. That's the only thing I can think of that could help fix a problem to someone who is having issues on Steam. Outside of Steam, I'm out of ideas. Let's go do another map.
Your pet has returned.
That makes me strangely hungry.
Corked Infamous, not bad.
I mean, what could go wrong? But can you do it with one arm tied behind your back?
Okay, not getting lucky with those.
You're up to the challenge.
Let's see, with this one maybe I can get lucky.
Seen it before.
Corked Infamous. No, I don't want corked. Ideally another Infamous. Oops, Soul Traps Infamous. Damage Enhanced Infamous.
I mean, what could go wrong?
Mixed Gold lucky.
You're up to the challenge.
Infamous Netherwell seems like a good one, but it's Blazing and Netherwell. This would be a tough one.
Nicely.
Okay. There we go. Oh, no uniques. I mean, no elites, no champions at all so far. There we go. First victims, boom. What's happening? Why am I doing so much damage today? For some reason, I'm doing a lot more damage than I was doing yesterday, and it's bugging me. It's bugging me because I don't know what's different. Why I'm doing so much damage today, and why yesterday I wasn't doing as much. And it's weird because I'm not even seeing bigger damage numbers, but the enemies are dying quicker, much quicker than my stream yesterday for when fighting some of the elites. Come on, spawn me some champs. Instead of breakfast for champions, we're having champions for breakfast. Much better. Although it's not breakfast time here, it's 9:12 p.m. But it's breakfast somewhere. The same way it's drinking time somewhere in the world. Let's see. Okay, no champs here. I did my rotation bet. Yet he still died, even with the bad rotation he still died. Strange. Okay, let's check here. Nice. Electro Patroller got melted. There was a bug. See, there was something invisible here preventing me from moving. Okay. I mean, it's not a game-breaking bug, but it's it's a fun bug. And now I need to kill some more goblins, of course. Of course, I'm gonna need to go back for 25 goblins. This one is in the Superman pose. So we need 11 more goblins. There's not enough here. I'm gonna need to go further back. But yeah, reminder to anyone who is wondering whether Godfall is their type of game. I did a lot of research today. So if you were wondering, on my YouTube channel I've got 3 videos with 2 videos more to come. I'm gonna make a video about the endgame in Godfall, and there's another more generalized video I'm probably gonna make, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm making the build video for this guy, so expect my stream to be a little bit later tomorrow as well. And then the day after tomorrow I'm probably gonna upload that video for the end game in Godfall and for other things. But there's a lot of stuff. I read and learned a lot of stuff about the game, and the more I read about the game, the more I wanted to play it. I'm getting overhyped, over self-hyped about that game from everything I've read. I sincerely hope it's not too difficult to play and to survive. Because if it's too difficult, it's gonna ruin the whole beauty of it, of all that build variety. We'll see how it is. I just hope that in Godfall, if I optimize my build to such a nice extent and upgrade my items to the maximum, and get the best rarity of every single item, I hope I could be able to do maps quickly with ease. Maybe not speedrun, maybe not speedrun stuff, but at least do maps quickly enough without getting wrecked. If I have the best items possible, we'll see how it is. There's gonna be a lot of dodging involved, and I'm not good at dodging. So maybe I'm gonna have to start blocking instead of dodging, and maybe play a shield counter attack kind of build. But I'd rather not play shield counter attack build. I'm gonna try and do pure DPS build, and then I'm gonna try and do a support build for my first builds in Godfall. It all depends whatever the game drops me. Normally in games like this, like Vindictus, like C9, I always would have been playing the dual wielding blades or staff if there was one, a mage. But since there is no mage in Godfall, I would probably play the dual blades first, and then later on maybe move to longsword or greatsword, maybe even the great hammer. Not sure the polearm would be my type of item to play. Nimbo Infamous. Let's start from the bottom actually. Let's start from 16 and go up.
I could do that. Again.
Come on, give me a good map. Come on. Berserking Infamous. That's not a bad one, by the way. I might do it. Although goblin maps are my jam for now with this sword, with the goblin sword. I just do this one. Let's move on. No spawns. I'm only stopping for champions. And what happened to my train? I didn't see it doing its attack. Even though it consumed my cooldown, I didn't see it doing the attack. Julien is back and he says, hi there. Bit of a stupid question. Do abilities go higher than level 10 if plus 2? Oh yeah, now they can. Now they can go higher. This is a new intended change. Abilities can go higher than level 10. That wasn't how it used to work, and they can go up to level 20. But you only get damage. You only get extra damage or extra duration or extra cooldown reduction. So this is definitely something new, and it has been confirmed as intended behavior. But you can only get those extra levels from items. Before it wasn't like this. Before, if a skill was level 10 and you had plus 2 points in it, it would never go past level 10. But they decided to make it go higher. And that's why I guess they decided to give us so many affixes to get skill levels. We didn't have plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 skill levels. We only had plus 1 skill level and only on helmets before. Now we can get even plus 2 and plus 3, and we can get it even on weapons, not just on helmets. And you can get multiple plus 3s on a single item. And that's so OP for some builds. But the problem is you're sacrificing a lot of damage. You're sacrificing flat damage. So is sacrificing that flat damage worth those 3 skill points? Is that skill point your major source of damage? If yes, yeah, maybe then it's gonna be worth it. For example, you can try and take a flamethrower car build to level 20. Well, that's surely gonna be super strong. But good luck with getting the items for that. I'm gonna have to update all my builds with this information. I keep forgetting to add it to the build website. So basically what you want to do if you're playing with Vortex Bomb, I'm gonna quickly open my browser to show you. With Vortex Bomb there is one thing I can suggest for you, and that's cooldown reduction. Right now they added cooldown reduction. Where did my browser go? Oh, there we go. They added cooldown reduction from items. So let me quickly switch to... But it doesn't matter, this is forged. So see, this one you can get to level 10. And this gives you 45% cooldown. And if you get this one to level 6, regardless whether it's with the bonus points or not, you get another 10% cooldown reduction. And this makes this this makes this around 4 or 3.6 with the 45 plus 10, total of 55% cooldown reduction. Then you would want an item that gives you further cooldown reduction for Vortex Bomb. Those can drop and they can be very good. You can get 2 or 3 of those. 2 or 3 of those Vortex Bomb cooldown reduction affixes. They used to exist long ago, then they removed them and now they're back. And now what you could try and get is to keep this at level 10 and get those extra 2 skill points. But I think the only thing you're gonna get is gonna be damage. And the damage on your tooltip is not gonna show up as increased, but if you test it on the dummy, you're gonna see the increased damage. So maybe this cooldown is not gonna go higher if it's level 10 plus 2 or 8 plus 2. I think after level 10 you probably won't get more cooldown for Vortex Bomb. I haven't tested it myself on a skill with cooldown to tell you. Maybe I should. I'm gonna try and test it in the base later. Yeah, cooldown is not a problem for me either. As long as you have tier 2 fracking strike and as long as you've maxed out Vortex Bomb, you shouldn't have a problem. But if you want to spam it, if you want to make 0 cooldown Vortex Bomb build, which is pretty fun, I've played one such before the Legendarium even existed, before you even had, during the alpha version, That's when I played one such. It was so fun to play. It was so fun to play the Vortex Bomber. I can't wait to make a Vortex Bomber build. In fact, maybe my next hero... No, actually, I'm not gonna make a Forged. I've decided long ago I'm not gonna play Forged until they rework it, to avoid having to rework my build. Maybe I can play Forged on the charity stream on Sunday, Saturday. During the charity stream, maybe I can start the Forged and just play it then. But it's gonna be only for 2 hours, so I'm not gonna even unlock Vortex Bomb during that stream. So probably it's not a good idea to just start a new hero for it. For that charity stream, I've decided to just stream variety of heroes. Play a little bit on this hero, play a little bit on that hero. That's what I'm gonna do for the extra wife stream, which will be Sunday my time. But it's gonna be a 24-hour stream hosted on the official Torchlight channel with the developers and a bunch of other content creators and streamers. So we will be keeping the train going. We will be keeping the stream going, raiding each other and so on. And this extra life is kind of a tradition. It's third year in a row that they're doing this charity stream, this 24-hour charity stream. Come on, come on. Nestrio says bleeding edge. Yeah, bleeding edge. Nestrio, welcome back, Nestrio. Julien says, what I'm trying is Flaming Destroyer spinning with 75 plus Legendarium hit, Vortex Bomb as the vent skill, and just spam it, so as long as Vortex is up and ready, by the time I reach full hit again. Yeah, that's what I always do. The Mountain King gauntlets. I'm assuming you meant the Mountain King gauntlets that give you crit chance when you vent above 75% hit. And with the unstable war arm on Vortex Bomb. I always do that. I always try to use the unstable war arm if I have it unlocked, whether it's equipped or in the legendarium. In fact, if you're doing a pure melee build, to save a legendarium SWAT, you can get level 1, level 10, any level Vortex, not Vortex but unstable war arm, this item. Let's scroll down to it. You can use it even if it's level 1. It doesn't matter because you're not doing cannon damage. So cannon damage is not gonna do shit for you if you're on a melee build, on a weapon damage build. So you might as well get that weapon, get that cannon, and put it equipped. So you can have a spare SWAT in the legendarium. This is the unstable war arm. Cast a Vortex Bomb. If above 75 hit, triggers secondary heat wave dealing 400% weapon damage. So if you still have the weapon, regardless of what level it is, equip it. Even if it's level 1, just equip it. It's gonna be probably better than whatever other cannon you have equipped, and it's gonna give you an extra legendarium SWAT. Unless you have some other cannon with a legendary power that you need. But again, you don't need a cannon with high cannon damage on a melee build. It's not gonna increase the damage with your melee skills. It's only gonna increase the damage with your barrage skills. So you can save yourself that extra legendarium slot for something more useful instead of putting the cannon in there. What you want on a cannon for a melee build is relic energy cost reduction, relic energy recharge, and other things like that that don't give you damage or crit chance. Because the crit damage would only apply to cannon damage skills, the flat damage would only apply to cannon damage skills, and the crit chance would also apply to cannon damage skills. Chance to poison, bleed, burn, shock also will only apply to cannon damage skills. So on a melee build you wanna avoid those on your cannon. Otherwise you're just wasting that cannon slot where you can get some very good strong buffs for yourself in general. Especially the relic energy charge rate and cost reduction, that's pretty decent to have on a cannon for a melee build. Berserk Crusher, there we go. And the chest gun is the Unstable War Arm. Unstable War Arm. This is the Vortex Bomb chest gun. That's the only chest gun that is boosting Vortex Bomb. Unstable War Arm. You can just gamble for chest guns. Eventually, it might drop. Although the gamble is the worst source of items. It's so hard to get a legendary from the gambler. I don't count on it. Well, eventually it's gonna drop. It should be able to drop on any level. I don't remember it being in the level 60 drop list, so it should be able to drop on any level, on any difficulty. It's definitely a strong one though. I love this cannon on Forged. Oh boy, already got 41 maps. It's not blue. It's a legendary cannon. It's not blue. It's a cannon that boosts Vortex Bomb. There are no legendary powers on blue items. You're not gonna see a blue item boosting a skill. That's a very good shield. A very good shield for a non-socketed one. The sad thing about it is it's only good for fire and only when you don't need slow. Wait, did I just get a tombstone? Hey, I got a tombstone. Where's my tombstone? Wow, so much stuff here. I've got 28 tombstones, not just one. I've got 28 bloody tombstones. Okay, let's make a cemetery. Did I broke? I broke the game. I broke the game. Yeah, I broke the game. Oh boy. Yeah, I broke the game. I'm not sure how I managed to do this, but I somehow managed to. Oh boy. Well, you can always count on me to break a game. I placed too many. We can write stuff with tombstones. Yeah, I'm gonna play around with those some other time, not now. I'm just gonna leave them as they are. The drunk debuff, the drunk debuff. Yeah, pretty well, pretty nice way to to call it, the drunk debuff. When you click too quickly, you get dizzy, and you get the game dizzy, and you get the drunk debuff. Okay, 7 more contract levels to collect.
Your pet has returned.
If only this one instead of shock had flamethrower card damage. If only. Okay, another map.
Your pet has arrived.
But can you do it with one arm?
Can you do it with one arm?
Sweet. I just finished tightening up the graphics on that level. Well chosen.
Let's see if I've missed some chat messages. Julian said, I find the info on the pets to be very whacking. Do they actually have different stats from one another, or is it purely cosmetic? Like, is the cat any different from the dog? It's purely cosmetic. It's just a skin. And that's what they are. Pets are skins. Pets are skins, so one pet is not stronger than the other. They're just visual changes. As long as you have any skill you want, you can make any pet use that skill. So I can have the exact same skills on my dog as on my dragon, as on my dog, as on my cat, as on my alpaca, and it would be exactly the same if I'm using the same skills. They're just gonna be either a flying or a walking one, and that's gonna be that one difference. Nah, come on. So much fire. So much fire.
Your pet is full.
Let's see, come on. Come closer, come closer. There we go. Okay, I need to go back. Terry says, I get rid of the common pets and just like getting the others. Well, I try to normally get one of each pet. That's my idea, to catch them all. You have 50. You have room for 50 pets in your shelter. So I try to get one of every color variety of every type of pet. That's probably more than 50, but in general, I don't really care much about pets. As long as I've got a good-looking flying pet, I'm fine. And we've got the wood fiends, the glitter sprites. We've got the drakelings. We've got the new drakeling as well. They all look cool. So for me, that's fine. For me, pets are not a big part of the game right now, because the pet system right now is super simple. It needs improvements, it needs to grow as a system. We need a pet/minion force attack button for once. We need stances for the pet: offensive, defensive, neutral stance. There's so many things we need for the pet system in regards to how it can grow, but for me that's not a high priority. I'd much rather have no changes to the pets and get new endgame, instead of get improvements to the pets and the new endgame gets postponed. I'd much rather get the endgame first. Okay, there we go. Julian says they missed an opportunity here. Would have been nice to have them have a core skill on the race with variations of elemental status. Oh, I would have hated it if they made me use a pet I don't like just so I can get that skill. I'd much rather have the pets be just skins, and then you can get the exact same effect on any pet skin. That's my way of my preferred way of how it should be, the way it is right now. Because then I would feel forced to play a pet I don't like because it's got a strong skill, and it's not gonna be fun for me. If the freedom of picking any pet I like as a skin is removed, and I feel forced to pick certain ones because of the skills they come with. It's much more fun when you can get every single skill on every single pet. But in general, I would like to see more skills as well. And some improvements to the AI. Big improvements to the AI. But again, this is not it's not a priority for me. Pet-related stuff is much lower on my priority list, the personal priority list. And yeah, it would be annoying because whenever they add a new pet, if they add a new ability with it that's super strong, everyone would be with that pet, and you would be seeing everyone using the exact same pet because that skill, that strong skill is there. It's gonna lose its charm of people using different things. Although right now probably everyone is using this drakeling, this new Hellwind drakeling. Mostly everyone is using it, most likely. because they gave us one for free. Come on, come on. Fun Horror says, I like the Chakawari. I also like the Chakawari, but the problem is I'm not a fan of non-flying pets, because they get stuck much more than flying pets. But the Chakawari is a design, I really like it as well. The Chakawari is one of the newer designs, by the way. Welcome back, Fun Horror. Welcome back. The Chakawari was in Torchlight 2. Nice. I must have forgotten about it. It's been a long time since I played Torchlight 2. It's nice for them to bring it back. Wait, what was this word? Not great. Could have been better. Alright, another map. Which one should I do?
Your pet has returned.
Extreme close-up? No, let's not do extreme close-up. You always like the ferret or the beast? Oh, you always like the ferret the best. Sorry, I added one letter to that word. Ferrets are they look nice, yeah. I'm wondering if they're gonna add a ferret or a weasel in this game. I would like to see a baboon pet, a baboon and a weasel. It's gonna be nice to see a weasel and a baboon. And then cow and chicken, of course. We can't go without a cow and chicken pet. Although if they add a cow, people would say, "Oh, you're copying Diablo." With the cow pet. But they can add a buffalo. Buffalo can be a substitute for a cow. The secret buffalo level. Let's make a secret buffalo level. A secret bison level. Where is it? I want to do a goblin map with infamous or uniques, and it's gonna have to be extreme close-up. Spider pet would be nice, and they already have the model of a spider pet. They already have spider designed in the game. They can just reskin it and put some different colorways for us to use. So it would be actually a super easy way to add a spider pet, most likely, because there's already attacks designed for spider pets. They've got the baby spiders as a design as well and everything. So spider pet is probably a very nice, cheap way to design a new pet without having to draw too much new art and rig too many new models. I would like a mini yapper pet. A yapper pet. Let's have a yapper on a leash. he would kill the enemies with his voice. And that would be the yapper pet special attack. Stun them with his voice. Or get them to fall asleep or something. Okay. Oh wow, look at how many there are there. It feels like I'm not playing on ridiculous today. I'm not sure what's happening. Yesterday it felt much more difficult in regards to how quickly I'm killing them today. What did I get to make me stronger? That I didn't have yesterday. Maybe my train is... Oh, where's my train? I was wondering what's happening, why my DPS dropped. My train got killed. Or destroyed or whatever. Undead pet. Yeah, undead pet would be amazing. A skeleton cat or a skeleton dog or a skeleton dragon. Undead version of every pet. Undead alpaca. That would be amazing. A skeleton... Skelepaca. Alpacaton. Terry the Tank says, why do some have a yellow level number? The yellow level number represents the Fazir dungeon stage. White number represents the player level. The yellow number is for people who have started doing the Fazir. If you started doing the Fazir, people are going to see your Fazir level. The highest Fazir challenge you have cleared instead of your level. And it will be in yellow instead of white numbers. Stuck zombie pet, like your stuck zombie from yesterday. Oh yeah, that stuck zombie from yesterday. Thank you for reminding me. He was trying to get somewhere, but he bumped into a wall. I think he was going to the mall, but got lost somewhere around the way. So that's the type of zombie it was. Okay, we got a new cosmic helmet, and this one is with fire resistance and a socket, which means I can equip this. I'm losing endurance again, but I'm getting relic energy generation, more crit chance, and I can replace some of my fire defense from this one with poison, and maybe that's gonna be a nice way of handling it. I'm gonna do it after I go to the city, to the fort I mean. Let's see what we can do here. Like that. Alright, there we go. Mr. Jackson is back and says, do you what do you out got start from the beginning? Oh yeah, your out starts from the beginning. It doesn't start from level 40, it starts from the beginning when you make an out. And unfortunately there is nothing to make the leveling easier. Other than maybe using already unlocked legendarium powers, but you still have to unlock the legendarium slots. So the only thing that's helping you on an out is already unlocked pet skills and all the legendary powers you have found. Those are the things that would help you on an out. Unfortunately, I'm a big fan of leveling outs, but I'm not a big fan of leveling outs in this game. In fact, it's pretty boring how you have to do the story to level up outs in this game in order to be able to do Fazir with them. What other chat messages? Terry says, I still have 60 on mine. You have no, you're not gonna see, over here you're gonna see your level. You're never gonna see your Fazir level on your badge unless you're dual boxing and you invite one account with another account, and then you're gonna see your Fazir level. So the Fazir level is something others see. It's not something you see yourself, but it's more for showing off. It's the equivalent of EPing in this game. If there was such a thing as an EPing, that level, the Fazir level and the badge, that would be it in this game. And yeah, as Julien said, you start at level 1, but you keep the legendarium and the pet skills and the gold and everything, and the monuments as well. So the buffs from the monuments. It's still not a pleasant experience to level up outs in this game, and it could be much better. But it's not the worst either. I've played games where leveling was much worse and much slower than this game. Yet they keep making the leveling slower and slower with every big patch. Not a fan of this. And Kedrick, welcome back, Kedrick, or should I say Marwan? Welcome back, Kedrick. Yeah, we've got a couple of maps more. I'm probably gonna do 2 or 3 maps. It's already 10 p.m. and yeah, very soon I'm gonna go and have something for dinner or whatever. Maybe make myself some instant ramen, cause it's quick. Let's see. So yeah, let's do 2 more maps at least. If I can do 3, but at least 2 I'm gonna try and do. But Kedrick, by the way, were you one of the people who was gonna play Godfall? No, it's been a long time since I was played Titan Quest, so I can't confirm whether that's how it was in Titan Quest. But I'm gonna take your word on that one. Let me quickly... Let's put poison defense on this one. See, from all the things I can get, okay, finally got poison defense. So now my defense are getting better. 67 fire, 60 poison. It's going to 64 fire, 61 poison. So... Wait. Why did my fire defense go lower when I put an item with more fire? Do you see this? That's a bug. See, at 68,000 I have 67% damage prevented. At 78,000 I have 64% damage prevented. I've been seeing this bug for months already, and it still exists. And I think there's multiple tickets reporting this. So there's something seriously broken. I hope they can figure out what it is and eventually fix it. But maybe for now it's gonna have to stay broken until they figure out what's happening there. So yeah, you have to be careful. After a certain number, resistances start going down instead of up. This is that type of a bug. No, unique infamous, nice. Their juice, hello, their juice. That sounds like a German name. He says, hey Struck, do you think Hellfire or Blood Drinker is better on the Railmaster? See, the Flaming Destroyer is for more damage. The Blood Drinker is for more healing and damage reduction. If you want damage, go Flaming Destroyer. If you want train Flamethrower car build, go Bane. If you want healing, go Blood Drinker. Kedrick says, I do have a Ryzen 5 2060 as well in my closet. Well, I still need to put it. Well, you're gonna have to put it. You're gonna have to put it in order to play. Godfall. And by the way, I uploaded 3 videos for Godfall on my YouTube channel today. To anyone who is interested, with more coming the day after tomorrow. Yeah, Jews, Germany is the second biggest country watching me. I mean, not the second, maybe that's not the right way to put it. My number one viewers in regards to percentages are USA. The second most people watching me are from Germany. So definitely a lot of Struck Club people from Germany. A lot of people watching my content are from Germany. some internal Struck Club statistics from my YouTube channel. Kedrick is Dutch from the Netherlands, Amsterdam. Oh yeah, and we had someone from Rotterdam and Groningen the other day, if I remember. And I mentioned that Groningen is where Noisia are from, where their studio is. So we have Dutch people as well. Valiant Raven says one of them videos out, I think it's the Forge one. The video cuts out. I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check where the video cuts out. Because there should be screenshots. If there's no video, there should be screenshot. Thank you, Valiant, for telling me. I'm gonna check it after my stream. If I have to, I'm gonna re-upload it and re-export it. Must have not checked it. Normally when I rewatch my videos, I do it in super speed mode, skipping through the video, so I might have missed something. I'm gonna see where it cuts out. If it's broken, I'm gonna re-upload it. Thank you very much for this, Valiant, by the way. Thank you very much. Because yeah, in any moment there is no video, there should be screenshots. So there shouldn't be a moment with a black screen. But for minimum requirements, the game wants 1060, 1066 GB for minimum requirements. That's exactly my card. I'm gonna have to play it on WoW until I get myself the new AMD card. But I'm gonna save up. I'm gonna start saving up for the best AMD card money can buy. And hopefully in a few months I would have enough and get it, and then there will be no problems with Cyberpunk, with Godfall, with anything that they can throw at me. And my rendering would be much faster. As a content creator, that would be totally worth it, the purchase. I mean, this generation of video cards are such a huge leap from the previous generation of video cards. The new Ryzen CPUs also are pretty high leap in performance, but also leap in price for the new Ryzen CPUs. Cosmic breastplate. Is it good? No. At least not for my build. Right, let's finish this map, do one more. Not sure if I can do two more, but I'm gonna do one more after this one. There is a little bit more time left. Well, it's not whether it's Unreal Engine or not, it's how they've optimized it. There's games on Unreal Engine that are terribly optimized. But yeah, Unreal Engine does run much smoother. Whenever I've played games, Unreal Engine games, they ran much smoother than the majority of Unity games I've played. In fact, many of the Unity games I've played have problems with the windowed mode, where I can't hide the border. If I hide the border, I have black bars on the side, and I don't want the black bars on the side on my ultra-wide monitor when playing regular white. In Unreal Engine, I've not encountered this problem. When I play a borderless windowed, like right now, this one windowed with that resolution, there is no border. I can't accidentally drag and resize my window, and on my side, on the left and the right side of the window, I see my chats. This is how I stream on a single monitor, ultra wide monitor with regular white game resolution, and it works well for me as a budget streaming setup on single desk, single monitor. It's been doing its job for a long time, and Unreal Engine games are so far much better than Unity games in this department when it comes to windowed mode, when it comes to the way I play and stream games. Some games even have an option to walk the cursor to the window, so unless I press the menu, my cursor is not gonna go outside of the window borders. I think Borderlands had such an option, where I'm aiming left right, my mouse wouldn't go outside of the window when playing windowed. But in shooter games it's crucial to have something like this, because there's no cursor. There's crosshair and that's it. Okay, let's do one final map. And then I'm gonna see what's wrong with that video where it's cutting off. In fact, I can see it even now. Someone said it's the Forge video. The video is cutting off. Oh yeah, I see it. The video is cutting off. Wow, that's a long time of it cutting off. Okay, I'm gonna disable that video on my channel and re-upload it. Wow, how did I miss this? And when I was previewing it, I'm gonna make it private and then re-upload it. Thanks for that. I'm gonna fix it and re-export it and everything. Let's just do a final map and then I'm gonna have to redo everything. When I was watching it on my end before exporting, it was fine, but shit happens. Most likely I have clicked on something I shouldn't have. Like there's a button to hide a whole row, and I probably hid a whole row of screenshots. That's the one thing I can think of that might have happened. Alright, final map. Let's do it. I don't like Angered Ancestors, it's overpowered. That's normally when I stop pushing, when I reach the Angered Ancestors. Come on. Come on, map, give me something nice. Come on, come on. Unique toxicologist. Well, there wasn't anything that caught my eye in regards to the maps we can do. Let's do a high-vid map. And yeah, I'm not gonna get Xbox X. I cannot play games with controller unless they are fighting games like Mortal Kombat or games where you don't have to aim. If there's any type of aiming or deciding where you're gonna hit, controller is just not for me. It's been a long time since I played those types of games. And first of all, I don't have a TV. Where am I gonna play if I have an Xbox? Second of all, I'm just not a fan of PlayStation and Xbox in general. It's much easier for me if everything's on the PC. But maybe sometime I would get a console. For me, it's much more important as a content creator to get something like a new video card instead of getting an Xbox. Because the Xbox is not gonna improve my rendering speed. Whereas a new video card would improve my rendering speed, it would improve my stream quality, it would improve the quality of the content I upload on YouTube. And with all the new games coming out, an upgrade is kind of needed if I wanna run those games. Okay, there we go. Come on. And by the time I have enough money to buy myself a new video card, the prices might have dropped and the stock availability would be better. Because in the first months after the launch of a new generation, the first few weeks, it's terrible. It's so hard to find stock. Everything sells out. You saw what happened with the Nvidia cards, and you're also gonna see the same happening to ATI, to AMD's cards when they launch. They're gonna get bought by bots and even by real people within minutes. Even if bots don't buy them, real people would buy them within minutes, and everything's gonna sell out. Especially for this generation with such a good bang for your buck that you can get. Yeah, this build feels so fun to play today. I'm not sure why this build, I said it multiple times today, but today this feels much easier to play than yesterday. Even with the high hit, I'm doing much more damage than I was doing yesterday. I'm not sure why, when my sword is damage versus goblins, not damage versus high hit. You're playing Grim Down today. And Alistair is from Germany as well. By interesting to know that Alistair is from Germany too. Yeah, a lot of people from there, because my time zone is only 1 hour away from Germany, so it makes sense people who watch me to be from Central Europe: Germany, Netherlands, France, Belgium, Denmark. I mean, I've had people from all over Europe. Of course, even UK, which is 2 hours behind my time zone. Or maybe it's better to say I'm 2 hours ahead of the UK time zone. So yeah, definitely had people from all over the world. I mean, I've even had people from Japan, from Korea, from Taiwan, from Philippines, people from all over the world. But it's mostly Europe and US. The majority. Okay. That was, I think, the final map of the day. I'm gonna go get myself some noodles and then check this video and re-upload it, re-export it. Cause yeah, I spent a lot of time making it, and it's a shame that I missed something as black screening for like 2-3 minutes or so for a big chunk of the video, on a short video. It's definitely unacceptable, so I'm gonna have to remake it. But thanks Truckwop very much for watching yet another stream of mine. Expect this build tomorrow as a video. The Drain Train build tomorrow is making its way to YouTube as a build video, and to struckweb.xyz as a text plus screenshots version. I'm just quickly gonna answer this question. Do mobs scale when in party? Yes, they do. The mobs... it's not the mob scaling, it's your damage scaling down. You do less damage when you're in a party. So if you have 2 people, you do less damage. If you have 3 people, you do even further less damage. With 4 people, you do even more than that. So thanks again. Thank you as well for the follow. Smusso, keep it cool, Struckweb. Thanks for watching again, for the follow, for the subs and everything. Until next time, and goodbye from me.